So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from today. My name is Linda and welcome to the Life Coach University. This is one of the paid forward talks, which has been very inspiring in the life coaching industry and just in the coaching industries generally. So this session is one of those sessions. It's part of the paid forward sessions. So my name is Linda. I am a certified money coach, and I will be talking about beliefs with money today. All we ask is, if you like this session, if you enjoyed this session, you to pay it forward to someone else within the world. And it could be anything simple, it could be anything major, it could be just sharing one of our videos with them if you think they'll benefit from it. It could be teaching someone something that you know, just as I am here to teach what I know and I have learned and continue to learn. It could be simply getting a cup of coffee for someone, getting a door for someone, thinking about someone and checking in on them, just being there for that person to sort of talk to you or vent or do whatever it is that they need to get off their chest. So just think about these things and ways that you can also pay it forward in the society. And by all means, share our videos, tell people about the Life Coach University and all the fantastic videos that we already have here. So many different topics. This is one is about money. There's stuff about growth, mental growth, building habits. It's so many variety of topics that you can learn. So that's it about the Life Coach University and what they are doing at the moment. So this session, as I mentioned, I have titled it Identifying Your Money Beliefs. I'm going to be looking around because I've got notes and post-its sort of dotted around to try and keep me in check. So my eyes will just be moving around a little bit. Just do bear with me. As I mentioned, yes, I'm Linda, and I'm going to be with you for the next 30 minutes or so, depending on how many questions we have. You feel free to put questions in the chat, and I'll be able to pick it up and then answer them for you. We can sort of talk about them as well. So as I mentioned, I am talking about beliefs and identifying one's own beliefs. So for the purpose of this session, I sort of want to look at what your current beliefs are, to help you identify what your current beliefs are and money beliefs are, not just any beliefs, your money beliefs. Because I do believe that money, your beliefs about something, especially in this case, money, is really, really crucial. It sort of informs the foundation of everything that you go on to do. Where your beliefs that you have, believe it or not, is what has brought you this far. And by always constantly changing it and moving towards sort of a positive or a more positive sort of belief and mindset, you will then be able to create a better relationship with money in general. Doesn't necessarily mean more money, but generally your relationship that you have with money. I think it's really important because if you would, as I said, the beliefs determine what financial situation you currently are, how you spend, your spending habits, your savings habits, how you earn, how much you earn, how much of it you spend, how much of it you keep, how much of it you give away, even what you spend your money on, what's more important to you and what you value in life for you to sort of spend that money on. Your relationship with money in general, your relationship with people who have more money, your relationship with people who have less money, all of that stems from beliefs that we've picked up from as young as age 5 that we sort of carry on without even realizing it. So my aim for this course, this session, is that by the end of this, you will be able to identify what your money beliefs are. And also, if you already know what they are, gain some clarity on what they are, and if there is any need to sort of shift or move towards a more positive one, which is what we all want to get to. So in relation to so I did one thing I would say is if you could get yourself a sheet of paper and pen, that would be really handy, because I do have a couple of exercises that I want us to go through in doing this. So I did look up the definition of belief, and I'm going to read that. I thought that was really interesting, what the dictionary says, sort of the definition. And it says it's an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. And I thought that was really interesting. So with regards to money, it's that which we accept as true, without any proof. So we're sort of walking around thinking, oh, money is this or money is that, without really any proof, or without really sitting down to actually think, is it really true? Like sort of questioning that belief that we have about money. So if you sort of have a belief that money is abundant, for example, how did you end up with that? Sort of trying to get you to even understand in the first place what is yours, before you can sort of delve into that. So sort of you need to make sure that you sort of identify that belief that you already hold on to. So as I said, for this session, I want us to just focus on where we are now. In subsequent sessions, we would look at how, once we've identified them, how we can sort of glide on that sort of scale and then see what we can do to change gradually to a more positive one as we want. So the whole idea is to gain that awareness right now. And having that awareness of your money beliefs helps you create the financial life that you want. If you're doing that intentionally, very intentional about what you believe, and then what steps you take from there, it gives you control over the next steps that you take with your life, or with your money goals, any goals that you have. Essentially, having that foundation and not simply like strategies. So sometimes you can have strategies. So I don't know, how to achieve this financial goal, or I don't know, pay off debt or build savings, or I don't know, different financial goals in life, maybe build a business, do this. But you all ought to always take a step back, look at where that is coming from, look at the foundation, and then those strategies or those tips and tactics that maybe a financial advisor would give you, or a financial coach, another money coach, or whatever will give you, built on that foundation. So it's always good to identify what your foundation is before you are able to move on to build whatever financial goal that you have for yourself. So I want to spend some time to talk about how beliefs are formed, or how beliefs are shaped. As I mentioned before, so from us age 5, we start to develop our own money beliefs. We get this from our society. So primarily our primary caregivers, usually our parents. For some people, it might be maybe a grandparent who helped look after them, or a family member, another family member, maybe a stepmom or a stepdad, that you lived with, that sort of shaped that kind of belief that you have. We also build this from schools, our religion, our culture, society in general throws so many things at us, and we sort of absorb them, and then we form these beliefs around, and then we sort of walk around them without really realizing it. So the whole idea is to be able to, as I said, know where we're going and then take it from there. So the money beliefs that we build goes on to form our mindset about money. So how we think of and perceive money has a direct impact on our relationship with it, how much we make, how much we keep, how much we spend, and what we make it mean to us. So I always say it's okay to have some negative beliefs about money. We are ever, always growing and changing as humans. We all have it. We all have some positive and negative ones. Every now and again, they creep up on you, which is fine. Your negative ones creep up on you, which is fine. The goal here is not to be perfect. The goal is just to have that awareness. And once you become aware of this, then you can decide to build a better relationship with money. So I'm going to talk through some of the beliefs that may have shaped our patterns. Some of them is some positive mindset. You can have, maybe I can create money. Money helps do good in the world. Money makes the world go round, as they say. You may also be holding some negative ones. Money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. I'm not smart enough to make money. We can't all have money. So, I'm fine being where I am. Rich people are bad. Rich people are unhappy. Rich people are unhealthy, which we know is not true. So I just want us to take a minute to do our first exercise. So I want you to take a piece of paper and think what money is to you. So for this exercise, I just want you to write money is ... or money means ... And I want you to fill in the blanks. Think of words, sentences that come into your mind when you think money. When I did this exercise for myself, I think money equates to options. So to me, money is something that can always get me options, gives me flexibility. I think of it as a tool that I can use to get the things I want and the things I don't want. If I don't want to do something and I can get someone to do that for me, to me, it's a tool that's allowed me to do whatever I want to do or to do what I don't want to do. I think of money as freedom. The freedom to say yes to things or someone, the freedom to say no to things or to someone. But I'll be interested to see what you think money is. So when you think money is or money means, what comes to mind? If you need to pause and do a bit of writing, that's okay too. You can have that conversation with yourself and really dig deep to find out, when you think of money, what words come up, what sentences come up for you, and sort of watch what's coming out for you and how you feel about those things. I also wanted to take that time and then do that writing and see. So essentially, what that reveals to you is what you are carrying with you, basically, the mindset or the belief that you're carrying with you. I don't want you to think too much about whether it's a good one or a bad one. I don't want you to place any judgment on that or any labels on that. Just write it and just let it flow. What you really think money is. What you think of rich people, what you think of poor people, really. And then see what comes up for you. You can share, if you would like to, share what's coming up for you in the chat. If you still have I don't want you to feel guilty or anything. If you're having some negative ones come up, it's fine. It's just the purpose of this session or this exercise is just to have the awareness of where you are with your money. So once you spend some time with that, we can sort of move on to another exercise. This is one that's really common with us money coaches. It is the exercise that I like to call the 1 million exercise. Some of you may have heard of it before, or maybe even done it before. If 1 million is not big enough for you, maybe just put 10. So you've got whatever currency that you are, there is pounds, sterling, or dollars, whatever it is, CDs, whatever it is, any big amount that you want. Just put that down and then you'll be able to use that. So I want you to imagine that this amount, this money is now in your account. It wasn't expected. So maybe it was an inheritance from a family member that you didn't know you had. And all of a sudden they've given you this amount of money. It's all yours. No questions asked. It's all legal. Everything is all above board. Maybe it was a gift from someone. Maybe even think of it as maybe it was an unexpected payment, something that you did that you thought would be for free, but someone found it so valuable, or a company found it so valuable and just paid you 1 million. Now you have this money in your account. I want you to think about how you are going to use that money, or what's going to happen to you. First of all, I want you to sort of feel like, daydream a little bit, that it's here, money is in your account. You've checked your account and it's in there. It's all yours. How does it feel? What do you think? Do you think, oh my God, I'm going to be able to do all of these things? Do you think, oh my God, what a burden, what am I going to do? Do you think, oh my God, some people are going to come after me now that I have money? Does it mean I can't do this or I can't do that? What sort of thoughts come up for you? Do you think, oh, freedom, at last, freedom is here? Now, in terms of what you're going to do for yourself, if you decide to spend some of the money, what are you going to spend it on? How much of it? You can do percentages or specific amounts. How much of it are you actually going to spend? And if you decide to spend, what is it that you're spending on? Are you buying a new home? Are you buying things, clothing? Are you buying education? Are you buying both? It could be all of those because it's a lot of money. You can do all of that. How much are you giving? Are you giving any in the first place? How much are you giving? Are you paying off debt? Are you helping other people pay off debt? Are you buying a car, a house? Are you paying off your student loans? How much of it? So for this exercise, it really is a powerful one, but it can be really powerful when you go down to the nitty-gritty. So if you're looking to buy a house, for example, what area are you buying in? How many bedrooms? What do you want the house to have? Now that maybe money might not be a barrier so much for yourself. So when I did this exercise, one of my personal goals is I keep telling my friends, I say, I want a 5-bedroom house, not just any 5-bedroom house, it's got to be mortgage free. And the reason why I want that, because I've got 3 kids, I want all of them, each one to have their room. And I still want to have a guest room because I like family. Family is important to me. So I want my family to be able to stay over when they do. But when I did the exercise, I was like, oh, maybe I can have 6 bedrooms then. There's more people can stay. Maybe I can have a designated home office then. Maybe I can have a home that has got this, that. So you find that you start, being a bit more, okay, now that money is not a barrier, maybe I want that. Maybe that's not in your case. Maybe you're like, I like where I live. I'm happy with it. So it's fine. That money, none of it is going to go towards a new home for me. I'm happy with my home. Perfect. Are you going to quit your job? Are you going to do reduced hours? Are you going to continue working? And in what capacity are you going to work? Are you going to take a role with less responsibilities? Maybe it's give you more time. So in which case you are buying time. So I want you to think of all of these things and how you are going to spend that money to the penny. Well, as close as you can, maybe not to the penny, but sort of ballpark what you can or what you would want to do with this money. I also want you to check these questions. What's coming up for you? How will you tell someone? And how many people will you tell? Are you going to mind if people know you've now suddenly got all this money? Are you going to keep it a secret to yourself? Maybe you might share it with a couple of loved ones, very close friends, or maybe a partner. Would you even hide it from your partner, or would you tell them? So it's quite interesting to see what that shows you. So that's what I mean by allow yourself to daydream, allow yourself to feel that having of that money, whatever amount you chose, whether you chose 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, whatever amount where you are doing this exercise with. Allow yourself to feel it and think, oh, I will tell that person. I probably won't tell that person. And when I do tell them, I'll tell them to keep it a secret because I don't want anyone knowing. It's how it sort of reveals to you what you really think. And it's not really a bad thing or a good thing. If you don't want to share your finances, it's called personal finance for a reason. Maybe you don't want to share, you simply don't want people in your business. That's fine. That still doesn't stop you from doing the things that you want to do with the money. You may still give anonymously or to corporation. You may still do a lot of good in the world, but you simply don't want anyone to know. Again, that's fine. As time goes on, as you build your relationship, you might then, or if you work with a coach, you might then go into why you've made that decision. You've sort of delved into, but that's work that you can do later. But for now, you just want to reveal that to yourself, have a feel of it. And I think it's a really good exercise. When I did it for myself, I'm quite good at daydreaming anyway. So it was quite easy for me to sort of just run with it and say, this is what I'm going to do. This is not what I'm going to do. I'll buy this. If you are into cars, maybe go to the website and add all the little extras, the extra soft seats, the extra leather trimmings. I don't know cars, so I don't know. You can tell I don't know about cars. Alloy wheels, if there are special fancy ones, I don't know. But allow yourself to actually go there, visit the site, do that and see what the total comes up to. It's just an interesting exercise to do. And I really encourage you to do. But as you do it, ask yourself those questions. Am I telling someone? Why am I choosing to tell or not to tell? Would I tell? Would I not tell? Who would I tell? Who would I not tell? How much would I give? How much would I spend? How much would I save? And it's different for everyone. As I said, I've got kids, and when I did the exercise, I realized a lot of it was around them, or how much I'll put in investment for them, and how much I'll have in savings for if they wanted to do whatever it is that they wanted to do, any extracurricular activity, any private tuition that they want. So to me, it's like those little things. For someone who's already got that under control, they might be thinking, oh, I might just fancy myself a boat. Or actually, I am close to this charity or whatever that I feel like I want to give. For someone, it could just be giving their time, quit their job and sort of chase their dream, whatever NGO, non-profit that they've always wanted to sort of run. So how you're going to spend that money is really, really important. So for this exercise, again, allow yourself to go there and to do that. And then what these kind of reveal to you, it's what's important to you and the things that you value in your life. And sort of the beliefs that you're carrying around with you as well. I don't see any questions or any comments in there. So I will leave you with one last, another exercise, again, that you could do once you've done these, would be to think of your first memory of money. That's another powerful one. Some people can remember as far as I said, age 5. For some people, it might be around 7-ish, 8. For some people, even later in life, it's fine. But sort of try and remember what your first memory really of money was. One for I would share what I found. When I did this exercise about a year ago, I sort of had to dig really deep. I was like, I can't remember anything. And I had to dig really deep. And I think I went as far as age 7-ish. And I remember my mom sending me to the shop, like a corner store, and to buy, I can't remember what it was, but I bought that thing. And then I bought something for myself. I think it must have been a sweet or something. And it wasn't a lot of money. It was like change, really. And so when I came back, I gave it. And they were like, okay, so, why did you just decide to spend that money? That's not yours. Why did you just spend that money? And for me, I didn't think about it at the time. It was just like, yeah, I wanted it and I had the means to get it. So I got it. I didn't think about it. I didn't think of it as I'm stealing or it's, it just didn't click. But then when they said, oh, so how are you going to, it's not yours. So like, you just spend someone's money. And it got me thinking, even at that age, I sort of thought, okay, boundaries here. No, if you need something, you ask. You just don't go about just spending just because you have the money. And I felt comfortable enough to be able to spend the money because, it's my mom's. So maybe I felt like that's mine too. But then I think that was really a good lesson for me to know that I can't just go about just spending just because I like it and I see it. I can't just do it if it's not my money or if I haven't got the permission to do that. So when I did that exercise, that was the earliest I could sort of remember any kind of conversation or any kind of interaction with money in that sense. Because as a child, you just get money, you just get provided for, you just walk about, just not really thinking about anything. But that was a really important lesson for me, I guess. So when I did this exercise and I kind of went back to that time and I remembered sort of the lesson that I got at the time and maybe how it shows up in my life and sort of the kind of boundaries that I set around what is mine and what is not mine in that sense. So I've given you 3 exercises to do. You can sort of replay this and work through the exercise. I would really encourage you to take the time, put pen to paper and do these exercises because it will reveal so much to you. It will get you thinking. And I want you to sort of write, once you are in the zone, sort of write, keep writing, put all your thoughts, whatever words come up for you, whatever feelings come up for you, just put everything on paper. And if you work with a coach or if you sort of work with yourself, whatever it is, you can start to go and dig it bit by bit and see how these things are showing up in your life or what kind of beliefs that you still carry around even to this age, to this stage. And once you identify those, we will be able to decide which ones you want to still carry on because we can't choose, we can't change our beliefs, we can't change them. We don't have to go with them. Once you sort of identify those, as I said, in the next sessions, we would work on how to get you to a bit more positive beliefs, these more desirable beliefs, or that is not what you want. If you find that there's some beliefs that you're carrying around that you don't like, you can sort of drop those and then develop new ones, and we can talk about getting you to that stage as well. So as I said, take time, do the exercises, see what it reveals to you. If you need any extra help, you can contact me. I am on info@theseekerplatform.com. So it's there, THE Seeker, that's SIKA, and the word platform, all one word, .com. If you want any more resources, if you want any more assistance, I will be able to help you there. I offer some free coaching on the 1 hour coaching sessions, individual coaching, for if you are struggling with, if you've got any consumer debts that you're struggling to get rid of, I can help you create a plan. If you are looking to build, work on your budget, I can help you with that. If you are looking to build savings or for a particular financial goal, I can help you with that. I offer 1 hour free sessions that you can get, and you can use that towards a particular need of yours. As I said, whatever those might be, whether it's like a debt payoff plan, a savings plan, just creating yourself a spending plan. Because I do believe that once you have the awareness, the coaching, because coaching is really your willingness to be aware of what your behaviors are. Once you have that under control, it doesn't matter how much debt you have. It doesn't matter how far you are from your goal. You will get, once you get your coaching and your mind right, we will help you get a plan, and everything else is just like strategies that you'll be able to help you without really feeling sorry for yourself, without having to bog yourself down with any negative feelings, and will help you towards your goals much, much quicker. So do the work on yourself, do the work mentally, and the strategies, once you get the strategies or the plans in place, that will just work itself out because you have a solid foundation. So I'll leave you here. I haven't got any questions, so I would leave you here, and you know how to contact us. If you have any questions, just give us a call, drop us an email, and we'll be able to help you. So at this stage, I would bid you farewell, and until next time, it's bye.